Hey everybody, so today I'm going to make a completely pantry made granola. All these things can be stored in your preps, and so I'm going to create a couple of different flavors for my husband tonight, because usually I just do the oats, nuts, and seeds. So tonight I'm going to do a almond, cherry, and chocolate, and I'm going to do a peanut butter peanut chocolate granola to give him a little switch up. So I'm going to break my normal recipe in half and do half a recipe of each so he can try them and see what he likes. So we will get started, and if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. At least a thumbs up will help me out a lot and keep me in the algorithm. So we are going to start out with the cherry, almond, and chocolate, and I have already chopped up some chocolate, and we will put that on the very last. If you melt it and drizzle it on your granola, it will just break off. So I'll show you what we're going to do at the very end. So first we start out with, and since I'm cutting it and my recipe in half, I'll be wanting a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, okay, a 1/4 cup of honey, and I put a little coconut oil in the measuring cup so the honey wouldn't stick. See how good that came out? Half a teaspoon of vanilla, two tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, because normally it takes 1/3 of a cup, so that is a half of 1/3 of a cup. Well, heck, look what I did. I have a spoon inside the spoon. Thought I was all ready, and now I'm hoovering. I'm kicking you around. I am struggling here, and it's just brown sugar. One, two tablespoons, plus 2 teaspoons. We are going to incorporate that. Let's see. And you want your coconut oil to be in the liquid state, and those are scratches. These are enamel covered stainless steel. And what I've done is I have put a seal pat on my cookie sheet. Okay, now we are going to measure out two and a half cups of old-fashioned oats, there's 2 and 1/2 cups, and then we are going to measure out a 1/2 cup of sliced almonds, and a 1/2 cup of these dried cherries. These are from Hoosier Hill Farms. And they smell good. And we are going to make sure we get all of this coated. This cherry almond chocolate just sounds really good to me. I'm sure he'll like the peanut butter, because I mean, who doesn't like peanut butter and chocolate, right? So you want to get that sugar mixture, that sugar and honey and stuff, really smushed in and mixed into your oats. Get it all covered really well. You want to preheat your oven to 325 degrees. I think I made people mad on my last video. It was just a grocery haul, but I don't think people liked what I had to say. Surely nobody was miffed over helping a neighbor with the garden. I will say this is the reason I don't think that we will have the big blast, if you know what I mean. The Nuki-ish, you know, kind of thing. Is because you have to think about the cast of characters involved. They're all accustomed to a certain lifestyle. And if they do that, they can't enjoy their yachts and planes. I mean, if you look at the cast of characters and kind of get a feel of who they are, I'm not saying, you know, something else bad couldn't happen. I just don't think it's going to go that far. And I think for us, our problems are going to be more along the lines of dealing with financial problems, gas either rationing or complete shortages, running out, terrible financial issues with all of our utilities going up, our power bills going up, and being able to provide food for ourselves. So I think our issues are going to be much different than some of what other people think. But you follow your gut. I mean, I look at this as a game of chess, and we're all the pieces on the board. They're the players. And the pawns are the ones that suffer. And I think you can add the rooks to that. I look at the rooks as being the middle class, your business owners and things like that. And the others that are running the game that come out ahead are your rich people, your big businesses. So we're going to spread this out and pat it down, because I make more of a, I like mine to have clusters in it. So this will come out basically in one piece, and then we break it all up. So if I offended anybody in that last video with my opinion, I apologize. But that's where my opinion stems from. I'm looking at the cast of characters. I mean, when you look at the man in our country, he owns yachts and planes and likes his expensive watches, and there's just a certain lifestyle that they've come accustomed to, and if everything gets completely decimated, you can't travel and sail and live that lifestyle. And don't get me started on our guy. I think he just needs to hide his prior shenanigans. His whole family's. So, I have this one all spread out. We're going to put this in the oven at 325 for 15 minutes, and then in 15 minutes we will turn it around, rotate it, and put it in, let it cook for another 15 minutes. Actually, I think I'll wait for this next one so we can put them in at the same time. So we're going to do the same measurements of everything. Coconut oil, honey, all of that will be the same. I have a thumb that does not want to work anymore. The pain is excruciating. I don't know why. Feels like I jammed it or something. But if I try and pull it to make it pop, like a nerve pain all the way up my arm. I don't know what that is, but it is awful. So here's our honey. Put our vanilla. And our brown sugar. One. Two. Two teaspoons. Mix this up. Okay. I'm going to add the same amount of oats, 2.5 cups. Oops. Okay. And then we are going to add, which I meant to add this to the liquid stage, but I'm sure this will be fine. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of the peanut butter powder. If I can get this daggum. One, 2. Mix all of that in. And these are great to make, especially in a SHTF situation. You know, if you're eating a lot of deboxed foods or canned foods, this is a good way to get fiber. I don't know if I said that already. And if you haven't added it to your preps, you might want to add some of those packets of the dry Metamucil. And I keep probiotics with digestive enzymes. I need that anyways because I had a foot of my colon removed. Okay, and now where's the peanuts? Let me find the peanuts. I grabbed the cashews. Oh, here they are. No, those are almonds. I'll be right back. Okay, got my nuts. Every nut except for the peanuts. And we're going to add 1 cup of peanuts. You can chop those up if you want. I'm just putting them in. We're going to mix these in. Okay. And the old ugly cookie sheet. Well, actually, the cookie sheets are the same age, but I did bacon for canning on this one time, and after that, this one became the anything can be cooked on it cookie sheet. And we're just going to do the same thing. Spread it out, pat it down. Some nuts in there. And I really pat it down tightly. Okay, now we're going to put both trays in for 15 minutes, then rotate them and cook them for another 15 minutes at 325. So when these come out of the oven, I'll be back and show you the chocolate step. Okay, our granola's ready to come out. Here is the peanut butter. Here is the cherry almond. Let's see. Okay. Now, this is where the chocolate comes in. Let's see. While it's hot, sprinkle your chocolate pieces on your granola. Hopefully you chopped up enough. And as that starts to melt, a mess, I'm going to chop up a little bit more. Hopefully really fast. It's a little one. Sorry about that. Just wasn't enough chocolate. And this is just milk chocolate. Okay, and as it's getting melty, let me wash my hands again. And take a spoon or an offset spatula, because it's melting, and just gently spread it around. If you push too hard, the granola will come apart because it hasn't hardened yet. And this will make it go down into nooks and crannies, and guess we have some CMEs going off up there in the skies. Have you all had weird internet connection lately? See how that's all melty? And you can add more if you want. I just don't want like a gob of chocolate. It's just to be part of the treat, not a candy bar. Trying to keep it, still healthy. And since I just created this recipe, I didn't know how much chocolate this would take, so could have used a little bit more, but this will do. Gives the effect that you want without turning it into a total candy bar. The peanut butter one is going to be good enough. It's got a good amount of chocolate on it. Get all that chocolate off my spoon. So we're going to let this cool, and when it cools, we'll come back and break it up. And the reason I did not put the chocolate on, melt it first and then put it on, the chocolate would break off of your granola. This way it'll adhere to your granola for the most part. I mean, it works in my candy making, so I'm presuming it's going to work in my granola making. So we'll be back when this has hardened up and cooled off and bag it up. Okay, these have cooled off to the point where the chocolate is not soft anymore. That took the longest. The granola cooled pretty quick, but the chocolate took a little bit of time to harden. So we're just going to get some baggies, and I just lift the Silpat, break it up. And if you buy parchment paper for baking and stuff, I highly recommend the Silpat. You'll save a lot of money because you can wash it and reuse it for years and years and years. So it is very handy. So let's try this cherry chocolate almond granola. Crunchy. It's good. I think he'll be pleased with that. Something different. Just break it up. Cherries are chewy. Crunchy nuts and granola. I like the cherries. So this should last him a minute. We'll break up some of this peanut butter. See what it tastes like. Crunchy. If you like chocolate and peanut butter, you'll like that. That's good. Now he likes to put this on his granola. I don't know, or I mean his yogurt. I'm know if he'll want the chocolate part in his yogurt. That's good. I think that one's my favorite. Yum. Definitely chocolate and peanut butter. So there you go, you guys. Just a couple of different recipes. You can make these with all your baking supplies that you probably keep normally in the pantry as it is. Brown sugar, honey. I keep coconut oil because I use it in my cooking. Various recipes and stuff, different things. And coconut has, you know, an indefinite shelf life pretty much. So if you don't use it often, it'll keep. Your oatmeal, dried fruit, and whatever nuts or seeds you want to add to it. So anyways, I just thought I would share this with you. This is pretty much a Prepper Pantry SHTF recipe. Put some chocolate in your baking stash and you can make it really special when you need to cheer everybody up. So I hope you like the recipe. If you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And stay positive. Don't watch all the negativity all the time. Get out there, get some sunshine. It's warming up. It was 80 degrees today. And it started raining tonight. But yeah, spring is coming. Get out there, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy your family, enjoy your pets, and stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.